If you ever have to defend yourself in court, you'll expect the judge to be impartial, right? So how would it grab you to learn that your judge is getting a nice check from the other side to be there? If you think something like this sounds illegal, guess again. As 9 on Your Side investigator Kevin Keene found, it's standard practice at Tucson Water Court.
Dale Babel says there is no way 31,000 gallons of water ran through his hoses, faucets, and pipes in just 1 month.
I verified no leaks underground. My fixtures were all pretty new. Nothing was, no drips, no runs, no errors. These are all readings that I've made since day one.
But the Ever Valley man's Tucson water bill from May shows otherwise. Look at this chart. April was normal, $20. May, he says, was a super soaker in comparison. $242, 12 times the last one, part of a 2-month spike. Babel double-checked his meter, and Tucson Water did too. No one ever found a reason for the spike, such as a leak. Still, the department told him, pay up. Babel's response, not without a fight.
I know I'm right. I know that water didn't come onto my property.
Babel pursued a lesser-known option for customers, taking your big bill to city court.
A lot of people would have dropped it. They just would have paid the bill.
Sure.
Why didn't you?
Because I have time. I'm retired now.
9 on Your Side sat in on what's called an administrative hearing. Babel and Tucson Water each made their case in front of a judge, showing bills, water use history, and meter test results.
We make our case by, number one, establishing what our policies are. We also establish what our procedures are and whether or not those procedures were followed in terms of reading the meter and going back and rereading the meter.
Judge Judy Dricky-Prohow told Babel he needed to show how his bill was, quote, unfair, unjust, or wrong. In other words, the burden of proof was on him. The water meter was innocent until proven guilty. Ultimately, neither Babel nor Tucson Water could explain why Babel's bill was so big. After the hearing, he was hopeful.
I think it went pretty well. I believe that the judge listened.
We wanted to know how many of these cases judges listen to and how they decide. Tucson Water says there were 41 total hearings last fiscal year. Of those, 7 customers won their case. 34 lost. That's a success rate of 17%.
The cards are stacked against anybody that has an administrative hearing.
So why did you do it anyway?
Because I needed to go completely through the entire process.
Something else about that process caught our attention. City records show Tucson Water itself pays for a judge to run the hearings. Presiding Judge Tony Riojas told us Tucson Water pays $125 for 4 hours. 100% of that money goes to the judge.
Is there a possible conflict of interest there?
Not really. I mean, if you think about it, City of Tucson, police department gives you a citation. They're a City of Tucson employee.
Is this system of one side paying for a judge normal? Actually, yes. I called around and found that a state agency in charge of administrative hearings also does it this way on occasion. Records show other Tucson city departments also pay judges to run their hearings. Babel waited 4 weeks for the judge's decision after his hearing. He lost. The judge ordered him to pay up, and he did.
What would you tell the next Tucson Water customer who gets a high bill? Should they fight it? Should they pay it?
I believe they should.
But only, he says, if you have the time and motivation. In Ever Valley, Kevin Keene, KGUN-9 on Your Side.
Tucson Water customers should know something else before taking a big bill to court. When somebody requests an administrative hearing, they give up any courtesy adjustment the department may have offered to help lower their bill. Tucson Water says that's only fair because the hearings require staff to do extra work. Dale Babel plans to continue fighting Tucson Water on the issue before the County Board of Supervisors. If you have a problem like this that you want us to look into, you ask, we investigate. Email us, news@kgun9.com, or you can call our 9 on Your Side line, 290-7726. And we'll be right back with the weather.